Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. I thought it was going to be one
Come
of the
on!
moments where you was going to have to get involved.
Sorry. Mate, that was fucking epic, to be honest with you.
What was being said? Could you hear it?
So, it started when AJ came on the stage and Pulev was...
Before he...
Here he is, you ready, blah, blah, blah. So, before he even got on the scales, AJ started staring him out. He got on the scales and he kept talking. So AJ said, come here and say it. And he just come up, he said, tomorrow night, you be ready because I'm going to beat you. I'm better than you, I will destroy you. And that was it. I mean, it was a lot of obscenities from there and, you know...
What was being said? Come on, Ed, come on.
No,
what was AJ saying to Pulev? Because he kept coming back.
You're a pussy, I'm going to knock you out. And no, he was saying, he said, AJ said, who have you beat? We'll tell you you're better than me. He said, we'll see tomorrow night, I'm going to humble you. And Pulev just kept saying, listen, I'm telling you now, tomorrow night I will end you. And then it started getting a little bit hairy, and then, to be fair to Pulev, he said, listen, bro, I respect you, and that was enough to sort of just, he said, but tomorrow night, he went again, I will beat you, and I'm better than you. And then the trainer got involved a little bit, and then they done this thing where they went, all right, okay, respect, and it was like, bang, and they went again, bang, and they done 4 of them, and the last one was like, I was like, guys, hands for tomorrow night. So, fucking pumped, mate, so pumped, because this is such an important fight.
He's up for it though, isn't he? No, Pulev's up,
bang up, mate,
for it. Yeah.
Listen, whenever anyone fights Anthony Joshua, they're up for it, right? It's the biggest fight in boxing for him. And you know the story, Pulev, from 3 years old, his father wanted him and trained him to become a world champion. He's a tough geezer and he's coming in unbelievable nick, nice and light. This is a proper tough fight, mate. But I'll tell you one thing, AJ's up for it. Because it weren't losing your reg stuff, it was ice cold stuff.
Yeah.
And mate, it is going to be absolutely fucking brutal tomorrow night, and I cannot wait. Could go either way, but I believe Anthony Joshua is going to put in a stellar performance and knock Pulev out, and I am so...
You're right, we didn't see like an aggressive Joshua.
No, it was
almost
Listen,
just like...
sometimes you
what
take a fighter out of that situation, and they're you know they've lost the plot. This was cold.
Yeah.
But by the way, so was Pulev. Pulev weren't bothered.
Yeah.
I mean, they're that close to each other. They were that close to going off at one stage. You know, AJ starts grabbing his shoulder. He says, "Get off my fucking shoulder. You know, don't touch me." And then it's like, but let's go, baby.
Edward, just
Yes.
A quick word on last night's antics on floor 6.
Yeah, well, look. Again, you're always going to get people who say that was staged, right? I mean, I've got the skid marks to prove it. Trust me, it wasn't. Last night was staged. But you know these things. You live in box. These things ain't staged. But when someone puts a tweet out, it goes around like wildfire.
With their
I was
room
having
number.
dinner over there.
With their room
I
number.
called the security straight away to go. Our videographer went. You went. Next thing, you filmed it. It was nothing anyway. It's only that someone called some out and said, "Do you want to come and say it to me? Come up to my room." And he said, "Well, I can't back down. I've got to go up there." So he went up there. Nothing. Listen, Florian Marco's got to focus on Jamie Stewart, and Macaulay McGowan's got to fight on Kieran Conway. If they both win, that's a monstrous fight. But listen, let them do their thing tomorrow night. It's a great night of boxing. It's a massive main event. Doesn't get any bigger, mate. Let's end this year in style. Get your takeaways ready. Get your beers ready. Park yourself up from 6 o'clock. It's a long night of boxing. It's a great card, and it culminates in the best heavyweight in the world, the biggest star in boxing, Anthony Joshua, ready to defend his unified world heavyweight championships against mandatory challenger Kubrat Pulev. You saw it there. It's got the spite. It's got the quality. It's got everything. Do not miss it, baby.
Final prediction? Give me a
AJ
round.
knockout between rounds 7 and 9. I think it's going to be... Listen, I think there's going to be some turmoil in this fight. I think there's going to be some ups and downs. Pulev's a great fight. He's got a great jab. Great feet. You're shaking because you're so excited. So am I. I've got the tingles. And that's when you know, 1, it's a tough fight, and 2, it's a monstrous event. So let's go.
Eddie, and thank you very much. We'll catch up with you again.
Come on, motherfuckers.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.